don't you look at the screen to start? You're looking to the side right off the bat. All right. Don't put. Am I close enough?
You want to see my forehead?
My big old forehead.
Hair and makeup, please.
Hair and makeup. Need a touch up. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bright Connections. I'm BK. Joining me this week, one of my best friends, Dillon, Mr. 4th of July himself. Welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Awesome. Start of a hopefully extended weekend for a lot of people, 4th of July weekend. I don't know. Do you have off on Monday or are you still?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. So,
Doesn't though.
That's a bummer.
Yep.
But a lot of people, 3-day weekend, chance to get out, spend some time with family. Some people travel for the first time in a while. So it's exciting. It's a good time. So
Go to the bar for the first time in a while.
Yeah. How was that?
It was wild. It was so weird to have so many people out and about and nobody wore a mask. It was the weirdest thing.
I can imagine.
It was very different.
I can imagine. Yeah. So you're feeling a little iffy today?
No, I'm good now.
Oh,
I sweated out this morning.
Very good. So, 4th of July. What is 4th of July? What does that mean? Dill, this is your favorite holiday. What does the 4th of July mean to you?
It is the birthday of America's independence. It's the day that we no longer had to care about what the Royals did, but still people love to listen to them. Yeah, it's all about freedom and happiness.
Yes. Freedom it was the start of our freedoms as we know them today. Not having to be the underling of another nation, get to make our own choices, start fresh, start the way we want it to start. So yeah, it's big holiday for sure. Start of really our nation as we know it. So we're all decked out in our USA gear. Dill's got some red, white, and blue on. I've got my red, white, and blue on. I think I even have some socks on. You ready for this? Oh yeah, look at those socks. Yeah,
I've got socks on too.
Beautiful. Got my glasses on that are difficult to see out of, but they're cool. And I'm going to wear them for as long as I can. So along with 4th of July comes a few traditions that always kind of go hand in hand. First thing, obviously, fireworks. For whatever reason, 4th of July kind of instilled the tradition of shooting off fireworks. And originally, it started off with just being guns firing or cannons, things of that nature. But it progressed to being fireworks as we know it today. And it's just, it's just a celebration. It's just a show of pride in our country. It's just a celebration of lights and colors and cheering on explosions. What else could you want what could be more American?
They actually used fireworks during the Revolutionary War as a morale booster. So that's pretty cool. And they weren't fireworks. They were actually shot off like real rockets.
Right. Yeah.
But their rockets were the two boomers, so they would shoot it and then it would explode at a certain point. It had a fuse that would explode at a certain point. And so that's what they used for their original fireworks.
Right. Like you said, it was a morale booster. So when you're out there, on the battlefield and you're fighting and you're questioning
heavy artillery support.
Yep. Heavy artillery support. And all of a sudden you start, seeing these rockets fired in the air and they're exploding and, in different colors and everything. It's exciting. Hopefully it's a, like you said, a morale boost, something to cheer you up and keep you going. Yep. So fireworks is one thing. And then another thing that always kind of goes hand in hand with 4th of July is a barbecue. For whatever reason, it started
because it's America's cuisine.
It's America's cuisine.
Nobody else barbecues the way that America barbecues.
No. And it started in the, so I got an article here that kind of, talks about it in how its history and how it kind of came to be. the late 1600s and early 1700s is when it really came into play, and it was a new fusion cuisine suited for festive occasions. It became the ultimate party food when the Fourth of July celebrations gained momentum. When they started picking up, this whole new cuisine of barbecue came into play, and obviously back then it wasn't the way we know it today. It wasn't hot dogs and it wasn't burgers. It was
Pig roasts.
pig roast, ox, carcasses, bigger, full animals that they would
Just put
gorge
on a
on.
spit. Oh God, it's so good.
And so since then it's obviously progressed, but back then it was all about this big gathering of people that would roast these animals and have these big cookouts, and it was just.
Have you ever gone to a pig roast, like like they take a whole hog and throw it on a spit and cook it?
Yeah, so
And
actually
you just basically tear it right out of the carcass and you eat it. It's unbelievable.
So the one that we had was cooked in the ground.
Yeah.
For for hours or whatever. So that was when we were in Hawaii. And our trip to Hawaii, and it was a whole big festivity. Everything pig cooked in the ground, smoked and everything.
Trying to luau style.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. It was a luau. Yep. And so they take that out and they carve it up and got all these sides and different flavors and seasonings and everything. And boy, was it soft. It was good. It was very good.
We need to hurry up and get this episode recorded so I can go finish my. I'm building a smoker in my garage right now. Yeah. That's my plans for the afternoon, so I can get my brisket started tonight.
Nice. So you having people over your place?
I don't think so. I just really want to smoke a brisket. I haven't done it in several years.
Yeah. Yep. So but yeah, back then, the whole barbecue scene was full ox, full pigs, whatever the case may be, and then obviously expanded from there. So the whole, the 4th of July back then, it featured an ox roast with a Southern style barbecue. Really became the go-to. It was the favorite. It was the way that most people did it. We also had some lamb. Some places did lamb, but I mean, you would have.
Never had like a roast, like a spit roasted lamb.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. I've had lamb before, but not like a smoked or grilled.
If you really want to get into barbecue, people, or just like watching stuff about barbecue, there's a show called The Great American Barbecue that comes on Netflix, and I learned so much from watching that show, and it has never made me more inspired. I watched it probably 6 months ago, and I just have like been dying to get out and smoke something and make something. And it's always like, it's just helped me like increase even just like cooking my steaks, like watching them like butter roast a steak instead of just like, throwing it on a grill. Like grilled steak is good and all, but like a pan seared, oven baked steak with a butter toss at the end of it. Whew, it just changed my game.
That just sounds so
Watch
good.
The Great American Barbecue. It's a competition show and it is fantastic on Netflix.
A lot of those cooking shows are so good. Some of these things that people do are crazy.
And like the winner, I'm not going to say who, but the winner, I follow this person on Instagram and they have their own company now and they make their own seasonings and stuff. And I'm like this close to like buying every seasoning that they have on their website because like all of the food that person made was just like I was drooling the whole time I watched it.
Oh yeah. I don't see, that's one of the things. I don't know how people can watch cooking shows too much because I would want to eat just constantly, especially while watching.
You just end up caving to the pressure and you eat.
Yeah, but you don't eat as good.
And you're honestly just disappointed while you're sitting there eating your bowl of Lucky Charms.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that brisket looks great. Too bad this Lucky Charms doesn't taste that good.
Doesn't quite match up to what they're cooking. Yeah, this bowl of Lucky Charms. Yep. Oh man, but we digressed a little bit, but
sorry,
that's okay. But yeah, I mean the whole scene. I mean they had like processions, with.
So yeah, even now they're like My uncle, my family is my mom's side of the family is from Texas. My uncle moved here a couple years ago. I don't know, probably 11 years ago. And the first thing that we did the night he stayed was we went and bought my dad a smoker. And then it is all about the process because we smoke the brisket and it's a 24-hour process. You oven it for a little bit during the day. At nighttime, probably about 8 o'clock at night, you throw it on the smoker and then you drink a beer. You feed a beer to the brisket and then you drink another beer because the beer helps keep the brisket moist,
Moist.
but it also creates a bit of a smoke in it with obviously the oh, and you like me and my uncle stayed up all night. We drank, we smoked this brisket, and we were sleeping in the morning while when my mom got up, she took over for a little bit. We took a nap in the morning. We got back up, had a couple more beers, and then had a brisket sandwich. And it's just all about the
Chef's
process,
kiss.
and that's honestly like why I love like barbecue so much is because it's not just like
Yeah.
cooking to eat real quick, like slapping some burgers on the grill. It's a process. It's a thing of camaraderie and hanging out with your friends and family and just like making quality food.
Yep. Putting heart into it.
I'm so hungry right now.
Oh man. So yeah, so barbecues have been around, since late 1600s, early 1700s, and they haven't gone away. It's a tradition that we continue to hold each and every 4th of July. Whether it be a huge party with people or still just with your small family and friends, whatever the case may be, it's got to be barbecue. It's just got to be. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So, tradition that shall not be broken.
Not in my house.
No way. No way. All right. So next we want to kind of go through maybe what some of our favorite foods, favorite categories of foods. What's our dinner plate?
You got anything you want? What are you putting on your plate on the 4th of July?
Yeah, you got any selection? What are you slapping on your plate on 4th of July? We'll go some, the meat, the sides, dessert. What do you have to have on 4th of July? So let's start out with meat. What meat is your go-to on 4th of July? What do you have to have on that plate?
I'm going to give you my top 3 in reverse. So 3, I would say a pulled pork sandwich. 2, this is a weird one. A lot of people don't typically agree with this, but a stuffed cheddar jalapeno sausage, a smoked stuffed pepper jalapeno cheddar sausage.
Yeah, that's definitely.
They make them at a bunch of different barbecue places, and they're hard to find a good one.
Yeah.
But like Dickie's Barbecue, what's the other place? Mission Barbecue does a really good one.
Okay.
But like you have to find them at like a meat packing shop or at a barbecue joint. It's hard to make them on your own at home unless you have all the packing stuff.
Right.
Number one, by far, hands down.
Far and away.
Like if there is item number 1 on the table and there's item 2, 3, 4, 5, I will literally eat the entire tray of brisket. It's got to be a big, fat, long, 18 to 24 hours smoked hunking piece of brisket where it just falls apart like a well-cooked roast, but it has that beautiful pink smoke ring on it. And it's
Now, do you like yours like really charcoaly, really crusted on the outside, or?
Well, see, here's the thing. When it comes to smoking a brisket, the meat itself should be tender, juicy, not crisp at all. Then there's a layer of fat that cooks over the top. That's all the fat melts from there and through the meat, and that's what gives it the flavor. But in about the last 2 to 3 hours, you open it up because you keep it wrapped, right?
Yeah.
In a big tinfoil wrap. And then the last 2 to 3 hours, you open it up. Aluminum foil. Whatever, tinfoil. My mom is from Texas. They call it tinfoil.
Really? Oh, I thought that was a PA thing, a certain area PA thing.
I don't know, whatever. But you wrap it in foil, and then you open it up in the last little bit of time and it's called barking. So it turns that top layer of fat and seasoning into just like this crisp, like flaky, and then you eat it all. You eat the fat, you eat the meat, you eat the crisp bark, you eat everything.
Yeah.
You clean the plate. You get in the clean plate club is what we tell the kids. Everything.
No scraps.
And if you're good at what you do, no sauce required.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I knew what you meant by the foil, by the way. I knew what you meant, but I just want to make sure that they knew. Yeah, I've had your brisket before, your family brisket before. I am not a huge fan of the very smoky flavor of meat. Like when I had yours, it was the whole thing through was very smoky. It was good. It was tender. It was juicy.
That's the mesquite flavor is what you had. So like I don't really like the mesquite flavor. Sorry, Texas family. I don't really like the mesquite flavor that much. I really like a good cherry wood.
Okay.
And it all has to do with the wood that you smoke it with. So like they love Texas is big for mesquite. It's a tree they have down there that gives it like this like spicy almost flavor. And they also use a lot of cumin.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember it being real spicy or anything.
Not like spicy hot, just like
tangy maybe.
Kind of. Because like tangy's more like the barbecue taste. Like the cumin is like Indian Middle Eastern kind of like spice that just gives it like a smoky flavor of sorts. I don't know how to exactly describe it, but like if you cook it with like a cherry wood or like a maple wood, it gives it a different flavor.
Okay. But it was good. It was definitely tasty. It's definitely tasty. I just, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the extreme. It's almost like you're eating smoke or eating like ash.
So who cooked that brisket? Was it me or was it my Uncle Will?
I want to say it was.
Or was it my mom?
I want to say it was my dad.
Oh,
you and your dad kind of combo.
And I think my mom ovened it with
probably
liquid smoke, which made it even worse because liquid smoke is trash.
Okay. Trash.
No, like it's not. No.
Yeah, it's not the way to go. Not the way to go.
Don't ever use liquid smoke.
There you go.
Under any circumstances.
You heard it here first.
All right, what's your top three?
Top three.
Or however you want to rank them, but
a lot simpler than yours, that's for sure. We typically actually have these three meats on 4th of July, so that's kind of just what I'm going to go with. Number three, I'm gonna throw number three as a hot dog. Just a simple American hot dog. Slap a.
What brand of hot dog? Because that's really, it comes down to that. Like if we're talking meats, we're talking meats. Like you got to get a Hebrew National. The Hebrew Nationals have like the crispest, nice little snap to their bite.
I feel like they're probably just Frank's. Hot dogs. I don't know for sure. Probably. I don't get it. That's my aunt and uncle. Aunt and uncle is always where we go celebrate. I don't know what kind of hot dogs they grab, but maybe they are Hebrew National.
Next time, well, now they're expensive. They're like $8 for a pack. Next time you go to the grocery store, get a pack of Hebrew Nationals and just throw them on your skillet, and you'll taste the difference.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So number three, hot dog. So now what? Two questions then for your hot dog. Do you like it blackened, or do you like it
blackened? But I don't like it charred.
Right.
I like a nice,
like a little spots. Skin. Yeah, like crisp skin with a lot of
little more than just a little. Like there's grill marks, which is underdone to me.
Yeah.
A little bit more, and then there's like the skin falls off. That's not good.
No. Like you like a few
grill marks,
a few patches maybe of black.
Yeah, like a dark brown.
Yeah.
Headed towards being burnt.
Yeah, right, but not there yet. Yes.
Right.
Split ends. The ends got to split. Got to be splitting a little bit.
Well, that just means they're cooked.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want it less than that. Is what I'm saying.
Well, right.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to raw dog it.
No. Yeah, we definitely want nice split ends. A little bit of black marks on there. Just nice and cooked. On the way to burnt, like you said, but not burnt. We don't want burnt. What kind of condiments do we put on our hot dogs?
Ketchup, mustard, guys.
What about
if
relish?
I'm going classic, if I'm going weird, I've discovered this just from having to get lunches at the convenience store a time or two.
Like chili cheese.
a little bit of ranch and jalapeno.
What?
It's weird, but it's fantastic.
That is weird.
But that's not an American classic, so that
No.
ain't happening on the 4th of
It
July.
ain't happened on the 4th. Yeah, just ketchup mustard. Yep, ketchup mustard for me. And my mom likes relish a lot. I don't know that she really worries about it too much.
I like pickles, but I don't like relish. Relish is always too sweet, I think. Too sweet for the amount of bitter that comes from a pickle.
Yeah.
So like I try to avoid relish on everything.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't had relish in a long time. But yep, good old ketchup and mustard. Slap that on there, slap the dog in there. Good to go.
You do the ketchup and mustard first, like in the bun, or do you do it across the top, classic style?
On top.
See, sometimes like if I'm like going without a plate and I just gotta like free ball it, I'll put the ketchup and mustard on the bun first, close the bun, get a good mix, then roll the hot dog in it a little bit.
Get a good mix.
Yeah.
Switch it around a little bit.
That way they're like, so you're not dripping mustard on your shirt as you're walking around. It soaks into the bun a little bit.
Yeah. I got you.
These are tips.
Pro
that
tips.
I should be getting paid
Pro tips. Pro tips. Absolutely. Number 2, just a nice grilled chicken breast. Grilled chicken breast.
A barbecued chicken breast? How do you marinate it? Because you can't just throw a plain piece of chicken right out of the package right onto the grill.
No, it's marinated. It's marinated.
Like an Italian dressing?
Yeah. Yeah, Italian dressing based marinade.
I can appreciate it.
Yep. Hopefully it stays nice and juicy. But yeah, just a simple.
Have you ever gotten into injecting your meat?
No.
Oh, dude, as soon as I get the smoker built, I'm buying an injector. Because like even just like taking like some of that Italian dressing and just syringing it into your chicken breast. Oh my, it changes it. It's a game changer.
I mean, if we talk about how brutal chicken breasts are these days, it's just dry and grainy and
well, that's anymore. Because you have to marinate them for forever.
Yeah, but still, it's the actual meat itself. It's not that they're getting dried out from cooking. It's just the meat itself is just not.
No, it all depends on where you get it from. Like,
yeah, maybe
if you guys are trying to have a good barbecue, go to your local meat pack shop. Like, don't just go to your local grocery store. Yeah. Do not go to Walmart or Sam's Club for any of this meat unless you're just trying to get some ground beef.
Yeah.
Because like Janelle was like, hey, if you want to do a brisket, we can go get one from Aldi's. And I was like, excuse me?
What did you just say?
And she's like, it's the same thing. And I was like, no, first of all, it's not.
First of all,
they literally trim all of the fat off of it. They give you like a 1/4 inch of fat on a brisket. And it's supposed to be like 1 inch thick of fat on this brisket. It's like, I was like, don't tell me that we're like, sure, you can go get your chicken breast from there and we'll smoke some chicken breast and it'll be drier than a freaking piece of jerky. But like, you ain't buying my brisket at Aldi's.
No.
The end.
No. Yeah, I agree with you there. Don't buy something like that.
If you want good quality meat for a barbecue, go to a meat shop.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. If you ever I mean, anytime you really want quality, you gotta go to the right place. For special occasions.
Number one,
hamburger.
Burger.
Yeah, good old classic burger.
How do you season it?
Me personally, not much because I can't. I know in the past, my mom's done it with onion soup mix. She's done that in the past. Yeah, like onion soup mix and like pack it in there. She's done. What else has she done before?
I get weird with my seasonings on burgers just because I like to experiment with them.
Yeah, I mean, you can
personally
do
like
grill mates and stuff.
No, you got to go straight out of the spice cabinet, pal. Straight out of just throw everything in it.
Oh, jeez.
Also, I've done a ranch powder. Like, you can make ranch dressing like with the powder packets. I've done the ranch powder, pepper jack chunks or like shredded pepper jack and jalapeno mixed into a burger. And that was mint.
Primo.
But my typical go-to is a little bit of barbecue sauce, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some breadcrumb to hold it all together.
Yeah. Breadcrumbs usually, I feel like that's pretty standard. And I guess maybe not always, but
But also, I don't know if you know this, but if you put an egg in it, it's supposed to help it hold pretty well too. It helps bind it. So if you don't have
Interesting.
breadcrumbs, throw an egg in it.
Interesting. I did not know that. Learn something new. Pro tip. Pro tip again. There we go. Yeah, I mean,
I'll put my Venmo right here.
Yeah, right. Yep.
You guys can just tip me for all these.
Huge compliment or huge tips.
I mean, I'm a pit master. Come on.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. No. I know the way they cook mine is pretty plain. I don't know if they do.
Okay,
Probably onion powder, garlic powder. Yeah, right.
Live vicariously. If you could have anything you wanted, because that's what we're talking about here.
True.
You could have anything you wanted.
Fair. Yeah, onion powder, garlic powder.
Little S&P. Get it with that Salt Bay.
Yep, I don't know what that was. That wasn't dropping anything. That was a dinosaur arm. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. I feel like just pretty standard.
All right, I'm gonna bang out the sides. Real quick.
All right.
Number 3, I would go corn on the cob.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on corn on the cob, but it's definitely like a staple item that you have to have on the 4th of July, I feel like.
Okay.
Number 2, I love a good potato dish, like a scallop potato or like a twice baked potato.
Okay.
Number 1, oh my God, I can never get enough of it. Every day of the week I would eat it, is a pasta salad.
Ooh. Yeah. Yep. What do you put in your pasta salad?
So I haven't had like a regular pasta salad, like, with like a pasta salad seasoning in it in like years, because Janelle's mom makes they take noodles, Colby. I like to put pepper jack in it, tomatoes, cucumber, bell pepper, and then just zesty Italian dressing. And
So it's not a creamy pasta salad. It's a
it's just a dressing pasta salad. I don't like the ones that are like orange. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't like that cucumber seed that goes into it. I don't like the pasta supreme seasoning everybody uses. It's not my cup of tea personally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice.
I crushed a bowl of that this morning.
Yeah.
It was my hangover cure.
Preparation.
Well, I had to put a roof on. And she was like, well, here, have some pasta salad.
Yes, please.
And so I just kind of ate it right out of the tray.
Nice.
That was great.
Delicious. All right, for me, I don't even know if I could. I don't think the sides aren't as big for me on 4th of July.
I'm bumping corn off the list.
Uh-oh.
I'm bumping corn off the list. I'm going to go with number 1, still being pasta salad. Number 2 is my mom makes cowboy beans. It's like, you've had them at my house before.
Okay.
It's like, there's like 3 different type of baked beans in it. Lima beans, bacon, sausage.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like this barbecue flavor that is just like, that's my number 2. But it's so dense. So like tomorrow it's going to be like 90 degrees. It is not a good meal to eat on 90-degree days. But like a day like today where it's like 75.
It's not supposed to be 90 tomorrow, is it?
It's like supposed to be 87, I think.
Oh, they bumped it up then again. Shocker.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, Monday it's supposed to be 89. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 85.
Okay. Oof.
Today is Saturday, by the way, for reference, everybody. Today is the 3rd.
Yes. In preparation. All right. Boy. If I had to pick, 3rd place is kind of a tie between like some kind of zucchini casserole, like big zucchini casserole. So like zucchini with like some
I can't get
croutons or something like that. Like it's juicy and tasty and yummy. Or I do like baked beans. Now they're not as fancy as your mom's baked beans, but baked beans were always good for me. I like baked beans. Number 2, pasta salad. Yeah, pasta salad definitely.
Do you do it with the pasta supreme?
I don't know if we do it with the pasta supreme, but I know my mom makes a creamier
Okay.
pasta salad. So it's probably
I'd be willing. I'd be
mayonnaise,
willing to
slaw dressing kind
mayonnaise
of
in
deal.
a pasta salad.
I think so. No, maybe
Alright.
not. Hold on,
I
hold
think
on,
you're
hold on.
thinking of coleslaw, buddy. Coleslaw
I'm all kinds of confused right now.
is there's a creamy coleslaw and a vinegary coleslaw.
Ew.
Pasta salad is not that way.
Vinegary coleslaw?
Yeah, that's like the Pittsburgh way to do
Oh man, you just brought up coleslaw. I forgot about coleslaw. I do love coleslaw.
it. I don't like cabbage.
Oh, I haven't had coleslaw in so long. Yeah, coleslaw might take.
Who is it?
Come in.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Coleslaw might bump out that other stuff into third place. Yeah, coleslaw third, pasta salad second. I still think it has a little bit of creaminess to it. At least what my mom makes. It's not like incredibly creamy. It's not like.
I'm Googling creamy pasta salad.
Okay. And for sure, number one though, pasta salad. Yeah,
Okay.
it's 1 and 2. No,
Are you thinking pasta salad? Or are you thinking like a macaroni salad? Because
Yeah.
macaroni salad has like an egg and it's creamy.
Yeah. Macaroni. It's got. I know it's macaroni noodles.
Okay, yeah, because
But
usually
we always call it
like,
pasta. Yeah, like
pasta salad is usually
the
like
twisted noodles. Yeah.
The twisted ones.
Yeah.
So you're thinking of a macaroni salad.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we call it pasta salad still, but it's macaroni noodles, but it's a creamy.
Like elbow noodles?
Yes.
Yeah. That is definitely a macaroni salad.
Okay. And that must be what I'm thinking of then.
Yeah.
But I do still like the other pasta salad too, which I just like the dressing.
Yeah.
But for
that's
whatever.
just really like an Italian dressing with.
Yeah. But for me,
yeah,
the creamier macaroni salad.
So what was number
salad.
one?
Potato salad.
Potato salad.
Yeah.
I don't like. We are on opposite spectrums here because I'm not a.
You're not a creamy guy.
Like, no, I don't like egg.
Oh.
And like it's just like the egg and mayonnaise is like so overpowering in the potato salads.
Yeah. Can be.
But that's why
now
there's so many sides at these events because everybody likes something different.
Yeah, there really is. There's so many things to choose from. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Cool. All right. Potato salad. Not like store-bought potato salad, not grandma's potato salad, right? Yeah, homemade.
Although I have been told that Sam's Club makes an excellent potato salad.
Yeah.
If in a pinch, if you got to do it in a pinch, there you go.
There you go.
Or if you're like me and you don't like it and you don't care about it,
you're not
everybody else, and then just put it in your own bowl and say you made it at home.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this homemade? Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. No doubt. So there. Oh no, we almost moved on. We forgot about desserts.
Yeah, you can't forget desserts.
Can't forget about desserts.
You go first with the desserts because I got a thing. Desserts are like.
There's not that many.
Like no, there are plenty. A, you've got all the varieties of pies. B, you've got the pretzel layered stuff. You've got Jellos. You've got. I'm gonna throw a weird one at you.
Oh.
Number 3, and this is what we do usually around.
So now you're taking it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just throw number 3 out here.
You got him.
Pineapple with Kool-Aid mix on top of it.
Just the pineapple, just sliced pineapple.
Sliced pineapple with Kool-Aid mix on top.
Kool-Aid mix.
Yes, you don't make the mix, or you don't make it. You just like take the powder and you sprinkle it over the top. It's something that for some reason my family does at my grandma's, and it's weird.
Never heard.
But I crush it. I would eat an entire pineapple like an apple that way if I could. Although I would eat an entire pineapple like an apple either way.
No. Interesting. So now, is a fruit salad considered dessert, or is that considered a side? Because I do like fruit.
That would be a side.
Damn.
That would be a side.
I screwed up.
We revisiting.
Extra mention. Honorable mention. Fruit salad. in the sides.
Yeah, but it's got to be a good fruit salad. It's got to be fresh.
But yeah.
But like some people just like bring that melon mix from like Giant Eagle, and like that ain't a fruit salad, dog.
Nah. Yeah. Come on, dog. No, I agree. Yeah, it's got to be fresh. We're talking hypothetical here. Everything that we want. So it's me.
I'm
It's
talking
gonna.
like this shit might happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I might be, I'm going to the store right now.
Yep.
Give me a credit card, take out a loan because I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Growing boy. All right, my desserts. My desserts. I don't even know if I can think of 3.
See, so
Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I
do
can.
we have to go American as apple pie?
I don't think that we really normally have pie on.
But like, I'm not an apple pie fan.
Oh,
Like,
I love apple pie.
as American as I am, I'm not an apple pie fan. I just
Shame.
feel like it being warm isn't great for a hot holiday.
Okay, fair enough. What if you slap like a little ice cream with it?
No. Peach cobbler and ice cream. Like if I'm eating a warm dish, it's peach cobbler and ice cream.
Fair. I can see that.
What else dessert wise
Sounds good
though?
too. All right, I think I got 3 here.
All right.
Number 3, just a plain old like sugar cookie, like iced sugar cookie, 4th of July design on it. Yeah.
My sister makes some killer sugar cookies.
Yeah, she does. But yeah, sugar cookie number 3. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with it. Number 2, some type of brownies. Some type of brownies. I love brownies.
Janelle makes a killer brownie.
Some type of brownies for sure. And then number 1, pretzel jello. Pretzel jello. So bottom layer pretzel, crushed pretzels. I believe there's cream cheese and then the jello. So yeah, I love jello. And then you add that little crunchiness to it. Oh,
I'm gonna go like this. I see your sugar cookie, but I'm gonna raise you a thumbprint cookie.
Ooh.
I like the thumbprint cookie.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say cherry pie.
Cherry pie?
I love cherries.
Not like a mixed berry pie, but straight cherry?
No, straight cherry pie.
All right.
And then peach cobbler with ice cream.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That does sound good.
My mom made a peach cobbler for a lacrosse event at one point. It was like my 8th grade year or whatever. And it was like the end of the year picnic. She made a peach cobbler and forgot to put sugar in it.
Oh.
It was terrible.
Ooh, that might be a little brutal.
Oh my. It was disgusting.
Disgusting. Oh,
we'll never let her forget it. Anytime she makes it now, we'll be like, Mom, you put sugar in it? And she's like, I put a little extra in it, all right?
I made sure this time. I put what was supposed to be that last time.
Yeah.
Or that one time. Oh, man. Boy, we're ready to eat now. We are ready to eat now. All right. So we got our plate set. We're eating. Now, after we're done eating, we let our food settle for a little bit.
Chase it with a cold beer.
Okay, yeah.
And then you get another drink of whatever variety, and you play a game.
And you're jumping out into the yard with the whole gang, and you're playing lawn games.
I know you like ladder golf.
Ladder ball, ladder golf, yes. Yep.
I'm not a fan of that one.
No?
Not so much.
Why? Because you stick at it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm going to power rank it like this. 3. I would go ladder golf is 3. I would go cornhole is 2. And then I would go with Polish horseshoes as number 1.
Polish horseshoes. Explain to the people.
Difference. So basically you have 2 points. It's set up similarly to cornhole. You have two sides, but if you're on a team, you stay on the same side. You have a stake in the ground with a beer bottle on top. and a frisbee, and the goal is to knock the other team's beer bottle off. And if you there's the scoring system, but it ends up degenerating to viciously just throwing it past each other or trying to hit each other with it, because
Yes.
if the other team doesn't catch the frisbee, you get a point.
Yeah.
It's game to 21. You end up with bloody knuckles, broken thumbs. My dad got his nose broke doing it. It's a great time.
It's definitely a very intense and brutal game.
Last 4th of July, we had to keep it low key because COVID and everything was kicking in, and it was getting dark out. I had my quad out bag, had the spotlight from the quad on, and I got a little too intoxicated, we'll say, and started just trying to rip the frisbee at people, and I shattered my neighbor's light.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I met her.
Straight. It's our first meeting. Sorry, I broke your light.
Yeah. She was like, I don't care. It can't be replaced anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely. It got intense. It got intense. Just like you said, it just ended up being a who could throw the frisbee the hardest competition.
Yep.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was. For me, top three games. Definitely 1, 2, and 3. All 3 badminton.
Oh yeah, how's that shoulder feel?
No, not badminton.
How's that shoulder feel?
Yeah. Save that for another day.
Have you seen my cornhole boards my dad made me?
I don't think.
Oh.
No, maybe.
Picture right here, boys. Right here.
Yep.
I'm going to send you a picture to post.
There we go. Check out the cornhole boards. Honorable mentions before do top 3.
Holy smokes.
I love my outdoor lawn games.
I might change it up as you mentioned them, because I couldn't really think anything past ladder golf, because I don't really like ladder golf.
I mean, you could go horseshoes, Polish horseshoes, croquet.
No. Croquet. What is it? It's the 4th of July. We're not trying to play British games.
Okay, listen. I know when my little cousins are in town, we end up playing like a baseball game or wiffle ball game or whatever.
Oh.
That's always fun.
Kickball.
Yep. Kickball. Honorable mentions, but top
kickball's taking 3 for me.
Okay.
Ladder golf, kickball.
There you go. Top three. Ladder ball's 3. So ladder ball, I don't know if people don't know what it is. Basically, you got a rung, a vertical rung, and you got 3 horizontal rungs with it, and each rung has different points set to it. And so you have this ball, a two-sided ball with a string attaching between the two, and you hold one ball and you kind of like toss it towards the rungs, and if it wraps around the rungs, that's how you score a point. It's a lot of fun. That's number 3. Number 2 is bocce. Bocce ball.
I like a bocce.
Bocce ball takes me back to for sure my days with my grandpa. We would go over to his house on Sundays and play bocce ball with the uncles and my cousin and everything, and a lot of fun. And that just still, it still transfers over to 4th of July as well. And number one got to be cornhole.
Mm-hmm.
Cornhole, got to be cornhole. Number 1. It's America's game.
I'm just a vicious person, and I really like Polish horseshoes because it gets violent.
Yes.
But if it weren't for Polish horseshoes, it was cornhole.
Yeah. Cornhole's just, I mean, heck, they even got the cornhole championships on the TV during 4th of July. Yeah. During 4th of July. So it's obviously it's America's.
What is that on ESPN 8 with dodgeball?
Ocho, ESPN Ocho, yeah. No, it's not. It's usually actually on ESPN 2, I think. But yeah, cornhole. I mean, and even back in college days, we would have, we played cornhole all the time in college.
I play cornhole by myself in the backyard all the time.
There you go. Got myself boards. My dad and I, we would, we'd 1v1 each other cornhole. But yeah, during the 4th of July, we get a bunch of people together. Just beer in one hand, cornhole in the other.
Oh, Polish horseshoe rule. I forgot. You have to have a drink in your hand at all times.
Yeah.
If you set your drink down, it's an automatic loss. If you get the drink knocked out of your hand, automatic loss. You have to have a drink in one hand at all times.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. So there we go. We finished our perfect 4th of July day. We've got our meal. We've got our game afterward. Into the darkness, into the nighttime, or at Dillon's house, even in the nighttime with the lighted up quad lighting the way.
Yeah, we shouldn't do that.
No, we're not doing
But
that.
we do.
We But there we go. We're set. We're ready. We're so ready for 4th of July. It's gonna be fun. Luckily, it's not supposed to rain or anything. It's gonna be a nice day. So,
And I have a pool now.
yeah, got a little, somewhat mini pool, but ready to go. Ready to go. All right. So now that we've done our 4th of July talk, I can take these off because they're starting to hurt my head. Oh, that's bright.
Connection.
Yeah. Yes. Next, we wanted to do Q&A section. So we set up a Q&A section. We've had a bunch of submissions from listeners, followers to the show, people submitting questions. They want to hear from me. They want to hear about me. So they submitted questions, and we're going to turn it over. Dylan's going to be our question master, our temporary host. He's going to fire away some questions submitted from people to me, and I'm going to answer. And you guys get to know a little bit more about me, and I get to know a little bit more about you. So let's have at it.
All right, here we go. All right, so BK, as a streamer, your first question is, what's the first game you ever played?
Oh dear. First video game I ever played. It had to have been from either the original Nintendo system or from Atari. And I believe it was probably Atari first, meaning that it would probably have been something in the realm of Pong, where you just have those 2 paddles that go vertically up and down, and the ball just bounces between the screen. Five probably, if that. Yeah. The first one I really remember playing, though, was on Nintendo. And it was either, again, one of 2 things, either Adventure Island on the original Nintendo, or still to this day, like one of my favorite games to play, pro wrestling on the Nintendo system. Just these weird characters in this ring, and you could only go in like certain directions and do like 3 moves. But It was, I spent countless hours on that, playing with my dad, playing against the computer. It was just, to this day, it's one of my favorites. But Adventure Island, though, too, I want to mention that one as well. That was hours spent on that. I don't think we ever beat it. We would sit there, we would try to pause the game and come back to it at a later time. And my mom, that was my mom's favorite game too. My mom's not a gamer in any realm or any situation whatsoever, but she does like playing Adventure Island. And like I say, we would spend hours. We would always get stuck on levels for hours and hours and hours. And a lot of good times. So what is that,
like a side scroller, like a Mario almost?
Yeah. So Adventure Island is, you got this little character, and you are basically going through a level where you have to, you like jump over obstacles. If you fall, you die. If you get hit by moving creatures, you die. There's some boulders and stuff. And then at the end of each level, there's a boss that you have to throw your axe at to kill him. Nice. A lot of fun for sure.
All right. Other than gaming, what is your favorite hobby?
Honestly, probably lawn games.
Yeah.
Outside lawn games. Yeah. I do. I still enjoy. I like watching movies, TV, but thinking more on the outside, getting a little activity, little exercise and everything. I do like just hanging outside, playing lawn games, like I said, bocce or ladder golf or cornhole. Yeah, I'd say so.
Thought I heard a kid screaming in my yard.
Oh.
My kid's not even home. Um, do you have any pets or have you had any pets?
I do not have any pets, unfortunately, because I absolutely love pets. But where I'm living can't have any
You want a
pets.
dog or two?
Not yours. No. Unfortunately, I don't have pets. The only thing close, well, the only thing close to it is my grandpa who lived 2 houses down from me. He had one dog for a long time, then ended up getting a couple more dogs too. We kind of would take care of them every once in a while, but I would always, I would always go visit them and everything too. So that was the closest thing I had. Now, if you also want to go back even further, when we were really young, we did have a pet fish, I guess you could say. So technically, I guess you could say that I had a pet fish when I was super young. But how much of a pet really is a fish? You kind of just feed it
You
twice a
can't pet
day
them.
or whatever, and you can't pet them. So, but yeah, I've never had a dog or cat or iguana or snake or anything like that.
I've had most of what you just said.
You've had a snake?
Yeah, I caught a rat snake and then put it in a cage, and then my mom's cat ate it.
Your mom's cat ate a snake?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It was a little snake. It was like this big.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, it was a milk snake, if I remember. Because I put it in like an old fish tank, and her fat cat sat on top of the screen and fell through and then ate it.
Nice.
Um,
But definitely do want a pet, for sure one day, whenever I'm able to.
what kind of pet?
Dog.
Aren't you allergic to dogs?
So I'm not allergic to dogs or cats, but the pollens that pets pick up from being outside and stuff
Yep.
can affect me. Um, but dogs or cats themselves, I'm not allergic to.
Next question we'll go with is, what got you into gaming, and then what got you into streaming?
Good question. What got me into gaming? I just always, from a young age, loved the diving into just being in another world, being in control of what's on the screen, being competitive. I mean, it's an escape. I just always enjoyed the fun and the excitement of playing video games, especially when I was young. I really liked sports games. With my passion for sports, I always liked controlling sports teams. So like in like sports games, like the franchise modes or the career modes where you controlled everything, all aspects, finances, the roster control, all that kind of stuff, the behind the scenes stuff too. I always really enjoyed that. So that's kind of really what got me into gaming is connecting with sports that way virtually. But also the first person shooters, the Call of Duties back when we were kids, always playing those with friends after school. Definitely got me into video games. What got me into streaming? Wonderful question. I have always had a passion for making other people laugh, making other people smile. And for me, streaming provides the opportunity for me to do that, to connect with people. I love connecting with people as well. I am a true believer of making connections with everybody. Everybody can interact with each other and find connections, find common ground. But streaming provides an opportunity for me to reach others through my silliness, through my goofiness, through my laughing, my having a good time, but also just even sometimes I've noticed on streaming that people have communicated back and forth with me in the chat, and I've kind of even gave them like not life advice, but daily advice on questions they have or this or that, and I've always wanted to help people in whatever way that I can, and streaming
best selves.
Yeah, being their best selves, and streaming is another way for me to be able to do so. It's not easy to reach people, different states or countries or anything, But with streaming, you can reach people in different areas of the world, different time zones, different everything. And finding that common ground of a love of video games allows you to connect with them and brighten their days. Whether it be them enjoying you playing the video game or just you talking with them in chat. I know there's one person in particular that comes into my stream all the time. He's not a huge video game guy, but we love just going back and forth talking about sports.
Shout out Mark.
Shout out Mark. We talk about sports. He just comes in there. He listens to what I have to say. He puts his own input in. We just talk back and forth, and it's a good time. And that's just a perfect example of how you can connect with people, whatever platform it may be. And for me to be able to connect with people while still doing something that I love in video games and finding the common ground with them is just an amazing thing for me.
Yeah. All right. Easy one. Maybe not easy. Less loaded of a question. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Pizza. Easily enough pizza.
Okay.
I love.
Loaded question. What toppings? Come on, don't just pizza me.
Fair enough. Favorite toppings, go-to toppings, bacon and mushroom.
Bacon and together?
Bacon and mushroom together.
Okay.
You know who got me onto that?
No.
Doug.
What?
Yeah.
Who's
Doug told me about it one day. Try bacon and mushroom. I ate it and I was like, oh, this is good. Yeah. Bacon and mushroom.
Purposes, I would have said Applebee's. Applebee's boneless wings.
Oh. No. Honorable mention foods though. I like spaghetti. Definitely a big spaghetti guy.
My spaghetti?
I don't think.
Oh man, you're missing out.
And then number 3, chicken marsala. Chicken marsala. But pizza go to. Yeah.
What was your dream job growing up?
Good question. I like that
Growing up. So like we're talking like let's go like kindergarten to like 8th grade range. Like obviously you're probably like, oh, I want to be a firefighter, superhero. But like
no, as a kid, growing up, my dream job it changed throughout, but it always had to do with sports. It always had to do with sports. Youngest age, it's probably just a player. I wanted to play sports. Getting a little older, probably realizing not quite athletically gifted enough to be in sports at professional level. It transitioned to sports coach. I wanted to coach sports. I wanted to coach hockey team or football, whatever the case may be. Next step, as I got older, sports announcer. So I would always, as going back to the video game times where I'd be playing video games, I'd be sitting there announcing my own games. Home run in baseball, gone, home run. I mean, everything. Oh, what a play by the third baseman, or touchdown, whatever. I would always be announcing stuff. So I wanted to translate that into real life, wanted to be a sports announcer. And then latest time, like late teens, I wanted to be general manager of a sports team. So the behind the scenes stuff again,
right.
To do like the trading and the signing of contracts and the running the game operations at the stadiums or arenas, all the behind the scenes stuff that make everything else tick that you don't necessarily hear about as much, but the business aspect, the roster aspect, the running the team kind of stuff.
Right.
So that was the last thing. And that's kind of why I went into what I did in college, because of that time period.
Swinging from there, I've seen a couple times of did you go to college and what did you go for?
Yes. So I did go to college. I went to University of Pittsburgh. I did go to University of Pittsburgh branch college or branch campus for University of Pittsburgh. 4-year degree. I got my undergrad. What did I go for? I went for human resource management. So I originally was thinking about going to college for sports management. But as I continued to think more about it, I didn't want to go so specific. I didn't want to be so set on trying to make it only in sports. So I decided to go a little bit more generic and go for human resources. That way I still had the management stuff. I still had, what it would take to be a manager, but I still had that fallback scenario where if I don't get into sports, I still have a background in human resources or just management in general. So I went for human resource management at a 4-degree college, University of Pittsburgh.
All right. Would you rather play, watch, or coach?
Any, like, just in general, any sport?
That says this could be for Valorant or sports like lacrosse.
Oh, okay. So obviously
I feel like that's a question that's like, today I don't really feel like running, so I'd love to coach, but like tomorrow I want to go make some contact.
No, first instinct, I would. I still would want to play. I love playing, even though I'm a coach, even though I absolutely adore and love coaching with a passion. If I was able to, I still get the itch to want to play sports. I still love running out there. It's soccer, hockey, basketball, baseball, any sport. I love any of it. If I had the chance, or if I could, I'd still be playing sports. But a close second for coaching, and obviously still. I mean, I love watching sports too. But
watching's bottom of the barrel in comparison to in person.
Yeah, exactly. You're not involved as much. You're not. But I'll tell you what. I just watched a memory of the World Cup from, I think, like 4 or however many years ago, 3, 5, whatever years, when one of our guys scored like the last minute, and I think it was me, you, and Doug at a bar somewhere watching it, and the guy put in a header from a corner kick at like the very last minute to beat Mexico, I think. And I remember that moment, and I remember watching that, and when I watched that memory, the video of the memory, and the reaction of people in bars around the country, I got chills. Yeah. I mean, I got chills watching that. It was something. It was something. So even watching sports though can still give you strong emotions.
I mean, every time you see.
Yeah. Yep. Pittsburgh fans know what that is.
Uh-huh. What made you want to connect with younger people, like through video games, lacrosse, and all that?
Not only that they bring out the kid in me, the excitement, the exuberance, the fun side of me, but I also feel that I can connect with them in a way that I can hopefully change their lives for the better. If I can give them advice or help them through tough times, or be a good example for them.
Be a big brother.
Big brother, yep, dad figure, whatever the case may be. If I can do that for them, then I feel like I'm succeeding. But at the same time, like I said, it brings out the fun in me. I have a very relaxed, fun side, especially when I'm playing video games. No,
no, really?
No, never. But that brings out that side of me for sure. Absolutely.
All right, what got you into lacrosse?
Ooh. So that kind of goes into play with stages as well. So it started out in high school. I would hear about lacrosse and I was like, what is that? And then I started hearing more about it and I started checking it out. And I was like, that sounds really cool. I kind of want to play that. But I figured I had no experience. I'm a smaller guy, not the most athletically gifted. So I never really
FYI, people's size doesn't matter in lacrosse.
It does, and that learn from my mistake, learn from my experience, learn from my lack of confidence back in that day. I didn't have as much confidence back then as I do now. So I never pursued it in high school. Near the very end of high school, I started trying it out a little bit with Dillon in his backyard, just to grab the stick, throw back and forth with him. We'd do some one-on-one stuff. And I was like, this is awesome. I love this. But again, never really could do anything at that point with it because I think I was almost out of high school at that point.
I think you were like that back half of your senior year.
Yeah. So it's like, it's obviously too late for that, but we still enjoyed playing it. Got into college. First 2 years, still never heard anything about it, or maybe the very end of second year college, sophomore year college. got into a fraternity, and one of our fraternity members actually started up a club team with the college, a club lacrosse team, and he was looking for people to join, whether they had experience or not. I didn't have experience, but he said, try it out. You love it. We can teach you. We can do, what we can. At least you're there. You're having fun. So I was like, why not? Let's do it. Jumped in, had no idea what I was doing. Absolutely no idea. No clue. But eventually started, to come to me a little bit. Still was never really that good playing in college, I'll be honest. But I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. I made some friends, lifelong friends. It was a great experience. Ended up playing for 2.5 years in college. Got out of college. Got in touch with Dillon and his dad, who was at that time the president of a youth club or youth organization in our local town.
In our township.
In our township. And they were like, do you want to try coaching? I was like, absolutely. So right out of college, got in touch with them, started coaching lacrosse, and 8-9 years later now, still going at it, still love it with a passion. Absolutely. Seeing the progression that kids make, seeing even year to year, seeing the difference in hard work and dedication that some kids have.
The craziest thing is to like watch a 5th grader graduate high school and just see like that kid couldn't even hold the stick right. And then you see him like senior rec night and he's just like tearing up the field.
Yeah, stud.
It's unbelievable.
It is. It really is. There's so many examples of that where I would coach it, like you said, a 5th grade kid or something that couldn't run, was just not athletic whatsoever, couldn't throw and catch, but he had the right attitude. He would come to practice each and every day. You could see that when a kid is listening to you, when you're instructing them, the pride that it gives you.
What's even better is whenever you explain the same thing to them over and over again, and then you finally see their face like, that makes sense. And then they go and do it, and you're just like, look at what I've done.
Look at what I've created. An actual lacrosse player.
Just like you can see like when it clicks in their head, and that's honestly like the coolest thing.
Yeah. When they actually, you can see that it clicks with them, but not only just for lacrosse too, but when you see that you connect with them and you get through to them in a life aspect as well, just having respect for others and respect for yourself and working hard, whether it be in lacrosse or in everyday life. So I always try to tell my kids, even from that young age, student athlete, doing your homework, doing everything you need to be solid in school as well as playing lacrosse is just as important. It's just as important. So.
All right, let's go with a quick little power round. Just like quick answers right off the top.
Favorites, quick things.
This is a list of like a bunch of questions that are like you could probably answer pretty quick.
Okay.
Like, have you ever rode a horse?
Yes, once.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a train?
Yeah. Like, does Subway count as a train?
No, that's Subway. Wait, a Subway or a T? Like trolley?
Yeah, like the T.
No, like a train, like with a locomotive.
I don't think I have them.
Okay. Favorite book?
Oh.
Have you ever read a book?
Not a long time.
In your adult life.
I've read the first couple. I've read the first couple of chapters of the first book of Game of Thrones about 6 times. So I would start it and then not read it for like a year, and then start it up again, and then not read it for a year, start it up again.
Actually, that's not true.
Game of Thrones, I guess.
In my adult life. All right. Favorite drink besides water?
Favorite drink besides water. Gatorade.
What color?
I really don't drink that many different things. I mean, if you want to talk like an alcoholic drink, I like Di Serono, Amaretto, Di Serono. But Gatorade, I like purple or light blue.
Do you have any collectibles? Like a collection? Yeah.
I still probably have my Pokemon cards. somewhere. I don't really. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
say I
like you
collect
don't
them.
actively seek out collect like there's one of
No.
those Funko Pops how people have like all
Oh,
the Funkos
yeah.
and stuff.
I sort of have. I'm sort of starting. Sort of have a Funko Pop collection. Yeah. Yeah, I do like doing those. Maybe one day, once I hopefully move out of here into either a different apartment or maybe even a house, probably another apartment. My plan is to start showing them behind the camera. Some of
Right.
my Funko Pop collection. I also have some Legos, but like you said, I don't really actively collect them anymore.
Right.
So I guess
Um,
Funko Pop would be the closest thing.
do you like fishing, camping in a tent or RV?
Fishing, not so much. Fishing, not so
Fishing
much.
is
But camp.
boring.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a germaphobe, and I don't really like the dirtiness of touching a fish and stuff.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
But camping, yeah, I do like camping. I do like camping though. Haven't done it in a while, but I would
Me
definitely go.
neither.
I would definitely go camping. Yeah, for sure. Would you say
Chocolate,
something about an RV?
chocolate or vanilla?
You say something about an RV though?
Just if you're going camping, tent or RV.
Tent.
Yeah.
RV would be fun though, but tent first seems more legit.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate or vanilla? Chocolate. Not even close. Far and away chocolate. Big time chocolate guy. Now, if you watch the past episode of Bright Connections, my dad likes chocolate and vanilla, but McDonald's doesn't have chocolate, but you can still get twist. Makes no sense. Moving on. It's an inside story if you watch the past episode.
I'll have to get back and rewatch that one.
Yeah.
What made you choose Admiral BK as your streamer name?
So
Twitch.tv/Admiral BK.
Twitch.tv/Admiral BK. So originally my name on Twitch was just BK with some numbers, and I was like, that's not cool enough. I need something that stands me out, that makes me recognized as a certain type of person. And I created my community with the name the Blue Phoenix Squadron. So our community is the Blue Phoenix Squadron, based off of the Phoenix Squadron from Star Wars Rebels. So I'm a pretty big Star Wars guy.
Don't go too far into that. We have more questions about that.
Yeah, I know. So it started with the Blue Phoenix Squadron was my community, and I was like, well, the community needs a leader. They need an admiral. So I instilled the character of the admiral. I've got an admiral hat here. Got the admiral hat. So once in a while, I'll throw that hat on and take on the persona of the admiral. And so basically, it's just the leader of the community, the Blue Phoenix Squadron, the leader, the admiral. So,
what made you choose Star Wars as your channel theme? Don't just say because you like Star Wars. That's literally on this question.
I mean, it really is just the passion for Star Wars, but I wanted to. I think it kind of came into the fact that thinking about having a community and having different tiers of people, having a moderator as the next in line, so they're like the captain, having other people that are kind of next in line but are still valuable members. They're like the
Still
lieutenants or what. Yeah, they're always around. Then you have like the general people that go out on missions, or the recruits, whatever. So kind of different tiers, different people in a squadron. So the squadron kind of, the aspect is we're all of this in together, all out fighting people together in a squadron.
Where are we? Who was the first streamer you watched? And who is your favorite streamer to watch besides twitch.tv/Admiral BK?
I don't like watching myself. First person that I truly sat down and was invested in watching was an Apex Legends streamer, Rogue.
Okay.
Rogue. So Tanner Treb, I believe is his real name. Rogue was the first person I really watched. But my favorite now, it's a toss-up between Tim the Tatman. I do like watching good old Timmy. But I also like a smaller streamer by the name of That Chick Parker. She's just a very, very fun person, really connects with her community. She's probably the one that really made me want to become a streamer too. I saw how she connected with her community. I saw how bright and lively she was in her streams. How she'd be willing to do fun things, interact with her community, play games, different types of games, not be a cutthroat, gotta win everything, more just the fun, having fun, making people laugh, smile. And I really enjoy watching her. She's a lot of fun. Really gave me a good model to go after for my career.
Yeah.
And then obviously Tim the Tatman. He's Tim the Tatman. Just
classic.
Big funny dude.
All right, Chris wants to know, if you could redo one thing in life, what would it be? One thing.
My gosh, what a big question.
He dropped quite a few big questions.
I believe that. Now, can we go knowing what I know now, going back and doing it, or just straight up redoing something? I guess kind of.
Play it by how you want to do it.
Okay.
Do you want to know what you know now? Because like if I knew what I knew now, I'd go back and gamble a lot more. Like the 16, 17 pen season, I would have been betting on the pens early.
Yeah, right. I honestly, I would go back and pursue lacrosse in high school. Yeah.
Middle school. Dude, if I could go back, I would go back, because the one kid, Corey, that I went to 5th grade with, was in lacrosse 2 years before I was, and he told he'd bring his gear into school because he'd have to go to practice right afterwards. And I was like, oh man, that looks cool, but I never got into it because I was stuck in baseball.
Yeah, but
no offense to you baseball guys, but like I'm not a baseball person.
Yeah,
having lacrosse.
Right. Yeah. Having the confidence that I have now and the knowledge that I have now, and just the desire to pursue my dreams now. If I would have known that back then, or done that back then, boy, we'd be in a different place, huh?
Ain't kidding. All right, next Chris question. What is the airspeed of an unladen swallow?
I'm sorry, what?
What is the airspeed of an unladen swallow?
I don't even know what the heck you're saying.
Me neither. Get out of here, Chris. Next Chris question. How would you explain to a child the hardest thing you've ever done?
Oh my gosh.
Let's get back. What's the hardest thing that you think you've ever done?
Right.
Emotionally or physically?
This is gonna get a little personal. I'll give you two things here.
This is what the people want.
I know, right? Emotionally, the hardest thing that I ever had to do was break up with an ex-girlfriend. The latest ex-girlfriend. I really adored her. I really thought she was wonderful, but I didn't think that we were going in the right direction. She didn't seem content with herself, and I thought at that time the best thing would be to break it off. And still to this day, I kind of wonder, was that the right thing? But again, that's going deep into a different story. But that was definitely a hard thing to break off with a girl you really thought was something special. The other hardest thing that I would say is just taking that step into doing this whole podcast and streaming thing. It's a very difficult thing to pursue. Different.
It's a lot of work and time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time and work, and it's very difficult to succeed. There's people that have their set ways. There are certain people that they follow, and you can continue to ask people and do everything you can for them to follow you and pursue you and believe in what you're doing. But if they're already set in their ways with somebody else or following somebody else, and it's hard to reach people. It's hard to reach people and get them to buy in. But it's very difficult. I have a lot of days where it's not that I question doing it, because the passion I have for it is never going to diminish. It's a
Would you
matter
say
of,
that it's more of a question of how you're doing it and like trying to like revisit what you're doing to see if you can work better in a different way?
yes, but also a question of my health, like how much I'm mentally and physically exhausted, putting so much time and effort into things and not quite seeing as much results as I would want can be very mentally exhausting. And it's just like, is it all worth it? Me losing my health pursuing this,
Well, I don't think that you should lose your health doing it,
right?
but just by looking at your Discord over here and all of your favorite fan followers, I think you're doing a pretty darn good job. And
It's
they,
gonna take time.
I feel like you've also spread a lot of light and happiness to these guys too, and like helped them. Like I remember the one night you were up until like 3 a.m. talking to one of them for God only knows what reason, but like it was just a time
It's a
in
heart to
that
heart.
person's life that needed some help, and you were able to shine a little light.
I would do that for anybody, any day, anytime.
All right, let's lighten things up again.
Yeah, right.
Uh favorite vacation slash dream vacation.
Mm. Favorite vacation is Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach with my cousin, my aunt and uncle, um, and then the young girls and everything. It's been a while, but I remember going
Nieces.
there.
Nieces.
No, my
What
cousin.
young girls?
They're not my
Well, you just
nieces.
it just sounded like you're like, oh, I'm going out with all these young girls.
No,
Family.
my cousin's children.
Family.
Family, yes.
He's not
Uh,
out there, talking about going on
no,
spring break.
no. But just Myrtle Beach has always been our favorite spot as a family. The you know taking hold in the condo, waking up in the morning on the condo, going out in the balcony, just looking at the ocean. To We would have our set dinner places, like our place. We would always go to dinner when we would go on vacation. Uh, but always go to shopping places after dinner, barefoot on the beach and boardwalk. Um, but just setting our way. And we'd know what we want to do, but we'd have our routine. We'd go out to the beach in the morning, leave in the afternoon, go do our dinner and everything. But a lot of good memories, building sand castles, dribble castles, all that fun stuff. Myrtle Beach for sure. Um, Although Hawaii was pretty fun too, as you could imagine. But
I would say
it's not as much sentimental value.
that could definitely be on a dream vacation just to go see Hawaii for me.
Yeah, yeah. Somewhere maybe like Aruba, somewhere like that, where it just has crystal clear blue water.
Yeah.
Just perfect resort with everything you could want. Something like that would probably be a dream vacation.
Shorter than that, you could go to the Gulf. The Gulf is really clear, like
Is it?
not Fort Lauderdale, Clearwater. Janelle and I went there for our honeymoon. Clearwater is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not blue water, but it's clear. Like you can see your feet when you're out there waist deep.
Yeah. It's soft white sand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Go to the Maldives.
Yep. Yep.
If I had to say dream vacation, I would really love to go to like Greece. They have the same setup with like the white beach with the crystal clear blue water, but they have like the cliff sides in Greece are just like gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Would you ever go on like a cruise? Would you ever do a cruise?
I don't know, because I've never really been boating. So like I don't know. And like I get motion sickness from roller coasters. So like I don't know how I would do on a cruise. And like I wouldn't want to commit that much money to a week away.
If you're gonna be sick the whole time.
If I'm gonna be strapped to a toilet the whole time.
Yeah. It's definitely weird. I have motion sickness too, and it was odd, but you can take some medicine. They have like a patch and stuff for motion
Dramamine
sickness
and stuff like that.
Yeah. But you definitely have a feeling like you're swaying the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little weird. It's not terrible. You get used to it, especially when you're doing stuff.
I feel like being on like a Carnival cruise ship though, like one of those big ships, I feel like you wouldn't really feel it that much because
not unless you really pay attention to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So like if we were out there playing shuffleboard, we'd be all right.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Favorite song at the moment?
Jeez. I knew there was gonna be some kind of music question. It's so tough for me to pick favorites. I do have it.
You get in your car, get ready to go have a good time. Put a song on.
See, that's different. That's a favorite like jam out song as opposed
Yeah,
to just a
that's what we're
favorite
going for.
song.
That's what we're going. I'm interpreting.
All right.
That's my job.
Favorite jam out pump up song. Right now it's probably Dope Man by Kiara.
I love Kiara. I saw her in concert. She was pretty good.
Yeah.
She was definitely hungover.
Nice.
But she was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who she was with. Why did we see
you
her?
told me, but I can't remember. She wasn't she like the headliner for somebody?
No, she was like the second. That might have been Chainsmokers. No. It was Halsey.
Okay.
It was Charlie XCX, Kiara, and Halsey.
Okay. It's not a bad lineup.
It was, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that's fun. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best. This one's not on here, but I'm going to give you this question straight from me, myself, and I. Favorite concert you've ever been to?
Probably Goo Goo Dolls Matchbox 20.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So
what was so fun about a Goo Goo Doll Matchbox 20 concert?
They're one of my top 10 bands for sure, both of them. And I think honestly it was my first one too. I think it was my first concert, but they had really cool presentation. Matchbox 20. They had like visuals and stuff, and I don't know, it was really cool.
Do you like the Chainsmokers?
Yeah.
If they ever go and make music and tour again, they've been down for like 2 years. Like they deleted their account on Instagram and everything.
Oh, really?
Just because they wanted to focus on music.
Okay.
But it was like, oh, we'll be back in like 6 months, and then they never came back.
And they never came back again.
Janelle and I went to the Chainsmokers twice.
Mm-hmm.
Visuals on point, like and it's just like that feel good, dancey, like almost like club, like up and down. By far the best concert I've ever been to. And
I remember you telling me that, yeah.
Crazy enough, I ran into Doug there both times, accidentally.
Good old Doug.
Like the one time I saw him at one of the beer stands, and I like ran up behind him because like I wasn't sure it was him, and then I saw his girlfriend, and I ran up behind him and just like gave him a big old like
bear hug.
But
I know, but bear hug.
Grabbed, yeah, big, and he just like, I was like, Doug, and Sarah's like, what the hell? Why are you guys here?
All right.
The amount of times I've ran into Doug at concerts, though, because like I've run into him at like 3 or 4 country concerts as well.
Yeah, we did. We ran into him once at a concert, didn't we?
No, because I think the only country concert you and I went to was the Florida Georgia concert.
Yeah.
But country concerts are a different animal.
They're different breed, yeah, for sure.
Well, like other than the one that you and I went to, almost every other one I've been at, I've either been in a fight or almost in a fight. And it's just because all those hillbillies just want to get drunk and
be an idiot.
Have fun.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let me find like one more good one here. Somebody wants to know about your relationships, but I don't think we're going to
No.
that.
maybe on the stream Q&A. I might dive into that a little bit more, but.
All right. Here we go. Final question. Have you traveled anywhere? Be specific with countries, states, cities, etc., and your favorite place that you've been.
Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii for sure. I have been to Arizona.
East Coast beaches, right?
No, I've been out west.
I mean, you've just covering it all, you've done probably most of the East Coast beaches.
Not that many. Not that
No?
many. Mostly Myrtle.
You been to Ocean
Maybe
City, Maryland?
when I was young and I don't remember it. I know we were there.
All right. Well, you and I are going to Ocean. I'm making a party. We're going to Ocean City because there's a bar there.
Jeez.
It's something else.
Okay. So I've been to a couple beaches on the East Coast. Out to Arizona
Mm-hmm.
and the Grand Canyon.
How was that?
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. The Grand Canyon is amazing. I mean, just this the whole thing, how big it is and how spaced and how it was just naturally made. It's crazy. What do we? Oh, we saw the Red Rocks in Arizona. I can't remember what they're called now though. But there's a place in Arizona where the rocks, there's like not mountains, but large rocks, and they're just bright red, and it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That's all out in the Midwest. Like Colorado has the same thing. They actually have the Red Rock Amphitheater in Colorado.
Yeah. We went somewhere else first before that. Oh no, on our trip to Hawaii, we stayed in San Francisco. That was interesting.
Interesting, bad.
Off screen, I'll tell you why.
Oh.
But Hawaii is got to be one of the most memorable or favorite. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Everything. I mean, anytime we would go, even just go on a drive, and you just look out the window, there's just mountains that are amazing. There's different beach. All the beaches there are almost different in their own. They're all their own thing. Like you got one beach that was super calm and clear water. You had one beach that was very rough and wavy, and you could kind of just have more fun in it that way. Ones that are in the middle, or ones that have like rocks in it that you could jump off of, and it was crazy.
Did you do some rock jumping?
No, I chickened out. But they had like food trucks all around the island, with all these different cuisine. Just the whole experience. Oh, and then obviously Diamond Head. So we climbed Diamond Head Mountain, Diamond Head Peak.
Mm-hmm.
The view from up there was just amazing, absolutely amazing. To go up there, you could see city, you could see ocean, you could see more mountains, you could see. There was a pillbox up there. You could tell that that they military related, held that spot before. Just amazing sight. Very, very satisfying too, to actually say that you climbed up that mountain. Not actually climbed, but hiked up.
Right. Hiked.
A lot of fun. That was one of my most fun and greatest experiences for sure. Climbing Diamond Head.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
I
would say that concludes the Q&A.
All right. Thank you everyone for your questions. That was a blast. I love sharing my stories, sharing my life, letting you get to know me. And then obviously, as I kind of mentioned, we are going to do a Q&A. Well, this will be passed by then, so never mind. So, but yeah, for things from my past, things from sports, things from gaming, you kind of get an idea of where my passions lie. Sports, gaming, and just helping people, being there for people, being a bright light for people, whether it be life advice or just being silly with them. Whatever I can do to brighten up your day, I'm going to do what I can. And that's the main thing. And we can do that too. I know it's not as easy for other people. Some people don't take it so forthright. Don't strive to do that. But hopefully with my stories and my influence, I can try to instill that in you a little bit more, to try to reach out and connect with people and brighten other people's days, weeks, years, brighten their lives in any way that you can. And that's the whole goal. That's the whole goal. All righty. That'll wrap it up then, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We got our 4th of July. We're ready for 4th of July. You got to know me a little better. It's a fun episode.
Yeah.
It's a fun episode. Dill, thanks for joining me.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Everyone else, thank you. People who submitted questions, thank you so much. I'm glad I got to interact with you, even if it wasn't personally, but hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy the answers.
Hey, if you have any further questions you guys want to ask BK, throw it in the comments down below, and
Absolutely.
we'll both.
I could do a follow-up.
Yeah, we'll do follow-up. We'll do follow-up. He can get in the comments, talk to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Pop into his stream, ask him in person.
Yep. I mean, even though we're having a Q&A section on stream and on here, I'm always willing to answer questions. Always. If you ever have questions, always willing to answer. But so yeah, guys, have a wonderful and bright week. Thanks again for hanging out. Be sure to check out social media. Follow all social media, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get updates on when new videos are released.
Hit the little bell thingy.
Hit the little bell thingy. And obviously, always, I love when if you could comment, like the videos, and just do what you can to help share and put Bright Connections into the world. Share it with more people so that they can see the world as bright as I can.
Yep.
So
Be
thanks
careful
again, guys.
With
What?
fireworks. Be careful with fireworks. Don't drink too much. Be safe. Have a
Be
great
safe,
holiday
yes.
weekend.
Enjoy, but be safe.
Yeah.
Obviously, this will come out after 4th of July, but hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend with family and friends. And yeah, have a wonderful and bright week. And we'll see you next time, guys. Take care.